So yeah, so a few small changes. We're gonna try Duskwatch Recruiter today. I haven't tested this card at all yet. Seems sweet though. This is a standard staple Duskwatch Recruiter. Can pay 3 mana and draw some cards. Draws creatures. We have lots of creatures, so you know, seems great. I've not tested screwing up the mana enough to play Eldrazi Displacer. You have to play, probably the floor is like 6 colorless sources to play Eldrazi Displacer efficiently, and I don't think I want to think about the mana hard enough to make that happen. Like, the only easy cuts are like Raging Ravine and Razorverge Thickets become pain lands, but then after that you have to screw with the mana quite a bit. No, Nahiri's very good. Nahiri combo kills your opponent, so we're going to leave her in. Yeah, Leagues on Magic Online, you just join up and then you queue and then other people queue into you. And you just play them as you will. Play as many as you want or as little, play as many or as little as you want at a time. Oh, yeah! I keep this hand every time. I keep it twice even. It's similar to a Gauntlet in Hex, except that they're always 5 matches and they pay out based on record. So when you lose a single match in a league, you're basically just railed, which doesn't feel good. Okay, Goblin Guide, sure. How dead is my bird? Scale of 1 to dead, opponent. Work with me here. Land? Gosh, Quasily Prey Mage, we're so unlucky. I'm going to fetch Forest here and preserve our life total. If this bird doesn't die, we have a real good chance this game. And by bird, I mean Noble Hierarch, because I'd much rather that die than my bird. Please don't kill my bird. Please don't kill my bird. It's okay if you kill my bird, because I drew a land. Bum ba-dum 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 bum ba-dum 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 ba-dum. God, we'd have been so dead. We'd have been so dead. Probably could have gotten Basic Mountain there, actually. Opponent stuck on 1 land. Excellent. No, I don't really speculate on Magic cards. Block. Good stuff. He just keeps 1 lander, never misses a land drop. God, I'm so good at this game. Alright, what are we supposed to do here? Let's think. Am I just supposed to go... Yeah, I think I'm just supposed to go Recruiter Voice. I could also just chord for Lone Missionary. I don't need to do that just yet, though. I think we're just going to, like, combo him. Hey, I only have 1,000 anticipates, thank you very much. And that was a low-cost spec that did not impact the secondary market in any way, shape, or form. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Let's count here. So we have, this will cost 2 mana. So it basically costs 1 mana because we get to untap something with it. So that's, we tap bird and this, then we untap the bird, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh god, we kill him this turn. This is so good. This is so good. Untap this one. Oh no, the Wall of Roots still... Well, if the Wall of Roots is still broken, for reference, someone asked earlier if it was still broken. The answer is yes. It rubs the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again. He's Kiki Jiki. Love this Kiki Jiki. Boo doo 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 doo. And they said Twin was dead. Didn't they? Alrighty. I think this is just the Nahiri out matchup. I think this is one of the few matchups that Nahiri just doesn't do anything in. We already had a pretty reasonable matchup here. I'm just going to submit like that. God, that's super clean and out. We just cut these and the Fulminator Mage and brought in Unified Will, Helix, Forge Tender. Yeah, that feels good. I have another Scavenging Ooze too. This hand's super close. I feel like this is a mulligan on the draw. I want a Lightning Helix, a Path to Exile, or an Accelerant in our opening hand. This hand meets one of those conditions, and then I'm going to bottom another Dark. Looking for action after that. PN Grindelars for Infect, Affinity, and mid-range type matchups like Jund and Abzan and Jeskai. We are playing one copy of Duskwatch Recruiter. Oh. I'm not sure if it changes how we board, but opponent is not playing Burn. Yeah, it would definitely change how we board. Instead of the Unified Wills, we want 2 Nahiris back in the deck. Okay. So, opponent being on Zoo of some sort means we want extra removal and not counter magic. Watch him just, like, turn to us with, like, 3 Pact of the Titans. How gross would that be? Oh, jeez, he played a 3-3 on 2 of these turns. Wall of Omens, please. Helix, Wall of Omens. Missionary's not even that good. Oh, EE. Ooh, yeah, EE. Definitely EE. Maybe 1 Nahiri. Yeah, definitely want EE. 1 drop Zoo. That's poop. I'm just going to flip the pig here. We're on the almost 0 outer here, so we're taking 9, 11 and going to 6. I suppose we could get, like, Wall of Omens into Lightning Helix or Wall of Omens into Path, and we're still likely dead in those situations, but those are the best bets. So yeah, let's go ahead and play another game here. How that 6 played out wasn't particularly exciting against Burn either, but I think it was a keep at 6. Although it's possible I'm supposed to mulligan that hand. Just it really didn't do anything. I don't really have room for a brainless beater like Knight of the Reliquary. I'd like to play first. It seems pretty reasonable. It's got removal, it's got accelerant, it's got counter magic. Nahiri over Glen. Oh yeah, this sounds a lot better if this is Nahiri, isn't it? That's a good... Actually, Eidolon of Rhetoric to turn off Bushwhacker is actually very good. Yeah, I didn't think about that sideboarding enough at all. There are a number of things I could have done differently. Could and should have done differently here. The Eidolon of Rhetoric, in addition to turning his Bushwhacker off, which is relevant, it also blocks well. Like the 1/4 is fine. This is worse than Nahiri and definitely worse than Eidolon though. It also makes his Burning Tree Emissaries much worse if we have Eidolon out. Yeah, I definitely should have, like, if this was the 1/4, we just like play the 1/4 here and we get to block his 3/3. I don't think Thrun is particularly good. Half of its effect isn't relevant if you're cording for it. Although maybe if enough Kiki Chord players play Thrun, the control players will learn they should be playing Wrath of God and not Supreme Verdict. Alright, so getting to our third turn and having only taken 1 point of damage seems good. Scavenging Ooze Path is not a combo. Our 4-drop, they can't block his 2-drop. His 1-drop, even. I think I'm cashing the front end of this Glen in to gain 2. Few attacks here. How do you beat Merfolk? You kill their lords and block their non-lords, and then combo kill them. I also just kind of want to get this in the bin, because turning this into a 3/3 is valuable for us. Turning it into a 4/4 is, like, really where we want to be. If we run some spells off here, we're going to be in good shape. The old Harcast, my Gorklan Rampager. Interesting. His hand must be pretty mediocre. Although I guess your hand automatically gets more mediocre when your hand automatically starts becoming mediocre when you I guess Gorklan isn't great when I can scavenge and use it away. I think I'm just passing the turn here. Yeah, I'm gonna path this and attack for 2. Kiki does equal free blockers at some point. That is correct. God, if we did voice with Kiki, that would be so good. Kiki voice is one of my favorite combos. I'm going to throw this Glen under a bus here. So that way we can get the ooze up to a 3/3. That's pretty good. Depending on what we see on top of our library, we can use this Windswept Teeth to scry now. Get another land. That's good for us. That's not great for us. I guess Glenn gets to trade with this, which isn't the worst. Here's another Gorklan Rampager that's really bad. Wow, that's super gross. Am I throwing this bird away? I might be throwing this bird away as a gain 4. Wall of Omens. think I'm going here and here. And then I can eat these, and next turn we get to wall. And then, yeah, I think I like that. We take 6 and go to 13 here, and then gain 2 back. Yeah, I like these blocks. This means we have to draw a land to cast Kiki, but, like, we're probably going to draw a land at some point anyways here. The real dagger is if he has a... Although, I guess he can't have a burn spell here, because if he tries to burn the Scavenging Ooze beforehand, we get to counter it with the Glenelender, right? And I guess that saves his Reckless Bushwhacker, but we still end up with... Yeah, so counter this. So he gets to save his Bushwhacker. Oh, no, wait, no, no, no. Oh, God, that was bad. I was trying to be quick, and now this, I want to draw this Wall of Omens. That's unfortunate. Sloppy play. We did just draw the land for Kiki, though. Okay, in a pretty good spot now. This gets Hallowed Fountain, cast Kiki and start Kikiing the Wall of Omens, draw cards, make blockers. He probably just doesn't even attack here unless he draws something. Path to Exile would be scary. Land, I'm assuming, means no attacks. He's like trading a guy for 4 points of damage, but it's not even really trading it for 4 points of damage because we get to gain a life by eating it. Just keep on swinging, huh? Alright, well, I get to scry with this again, I suppose. I don't really want a Wall of Roots. Yeah, I want to crack this. And actually, instead of getting the Hallowed Fountain, I'm just not going to have the blue source. I want to activate my Scavenging Ooze this turn. So let's go eat this, block this, take 4, but it's really 3. Eat your Curd Ape. Yeah, we definitely Kiki the wall. It's not particularly close. And we Kiki the wall during our end step, so that way he can't like draw Path to Exile or something in response. Now this lifts. Is that good? It's actually not that good. Oh wait, his Reckless Bushwhackers cost 3. Sweet. So we can kill both his Bushwhackers with this. So that's great. Why not attack with Ooze? Because I don't want to trade... Oh, I guess he's kind of low. I wasn't paying attention to how low he is. Maybe I'm supposed to ship with Ooze there. I don't know. I think we're at a build our own adventure book. All path leads to victory portion of the game, though. So. Just need to like not fall asleep behind the keyboard. Again, Kiki during the end step, so we have it on his turn. Yeah, opponent just drew a little too many lands. Gonna take us a few turns to beat through, but we are going to beat through. Correct. It leaves at the beginning of the next end step. Kiki voice assemble. That is true. And Kiki with voice, the voice sacrifices an end step from Kiki, so Kiki voice makes an elemental token every turn, which is hot, 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 hot. Eat some stuff. Claim a wall of omens. Yeah, Kiki voice is really good. Because Kiki Jiki, unlike, because it's different than Splinter Twin. Splinter Twin says you exile the copy at end step. Kiki Jiki says you sacrifice it. Stacking, yeah, exactly. Finish at a casual 22. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. GG's opponent. That was game 3. There was no real info to be had. There's no leakage of sorts. Alrighty. Kiki Cord feels wonderful as always. Andrazi 6-2, classic with it. Got 9th place exactly as a clean cut. This deck looks fun and expensive. Hobbies are expensive. Magic's an exceptionally expensive hobby. You know. This is the only pile of Magic cards I still own. I actually don't even own all the pieces of this anymore. I don't own 4 Nahiris. I don't own an Emrakul. I think I have 3 Nahiris. Borrowing cards is good. Renting cards is good. If you want a chance to play Kiki Cord, but you don't own it, you can rent it from Spare Deck. SpareDeck.com. Rent any standard or modern deck for a weekend or up to a month. They're great. I use them for my last 3 tournaments now. I played Scape Shift at my last 2 tournaments, modern tournaments, and ended up borrowing it from them. We have Cast Recruiter. It allowed us to combo our opponent extra fast in game 1. Yep. Hex is definitely much more affordable than Magic. Even Magic Online. And Hex is a sweet game too. I've really been enjoying Hex a lot. I'm excited for the Blood Cup this weekend. Hex is a lot of fun. We stream Hex on here a couple times a week as well. We did turn for him that game, didn't we? SpareDeck.com. If you end up using Spare Deck, there's a discount code below the stream. You can get 7% off your order. I believe the code is Hoagland7, all lowercase. Hoagland and the number 7. I always look it up when I type it in. Yep. Turn 4 Nahiri. Can never mulligan. Turn 3 Nahiri. Turn 3 Nahiri. Bird's going to live. Put a mulligan to 5. Everything's coming up Millhouse, as the kids say. Insolent Neo. Opponent mulligans to 5. We have Scavenging Ooze in our opening hand against Dredge. Everything really is coming up Millhouse. We could have a pretty explosive draw here. Alright, hit a Bloodghast. Wow, this is a really quick start from him. We could lose. We could very well lose this game. We got Narcomoeba and Prized Amalgam here. Yeah, his start's super strong. We needed our good start, and we need to be on the play. This deck is one of the, just one of the many linear decks in this format here that when it works, it's better than almost everything fair in the format, and when it doesn't work, it's just an unplayable pile of Magic cards. Let's go ahead. He only has one Dredger in all this mess, so that's good. Oh, I guess he has Deckmore Salvage. He does have Salvage, but I think we're still supposed to just take away the Dredge 6. Yeah, I mean, he had more than 10 power on turn 2, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, he had exactly 10 power on turn 2. If he has untapped land, flashback, Faithless Looting, we could very easily lose here. We might lose even if he doesn't have that, in all honesty. Not blocking the Bloodghast. I don't want him to trigger Bridge from below. Duskwatch Recruiter draws cards. Draws creature cards. We have a lot of creature cards in our deck. Alright, tapped land is good. Another green source is fantastic. Ugh. Let's exile Stinkweed Imp. Probably just passing the turn here. Yeah, I'm just going to pass the turn. I just want to go to town on his graveyard here. He doesn't have any dredge cards in the discard pile, so this is fine to resolve. Yeah. I think we're going to be able to steal this game. I think the turn 2 Scavenging Ooze with the Accelerant's going to be okay. There's definitely a sequence of draws that could kill us from here, but we're looking pretty reasonable here. Crater Gargadon. Alright, so if he ships with the team here, I think I'm eating... actually, do I throw the bird away to exile the bridges? I could go eat the zombie, chump the amalgam, take 3, and then my bird dies, so he loses his bridges. Yeah, I think I like that, actually. I think I like that. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Because whenever a creature I control dies, his bridges get exiled, for those that are unfamiliar with Bridge from Below. Someone asked about Shaman. Seems worse than Duskwatch Recruiter. This is like a pseudo-tutor that generates actual card advantage. Fauna Shaman is just a Grizzly Bear without help. Not mine more green sources of mana like we just found. I think I'm going to let him have the Faithless Looting. Although I guess... yeah, I'm just going to let him have the Faithless Looting. I think I just want to gain life and eat all his creatures. Faithless Looting lets him search a little bit if he's got a main deck answer to Scavenging Ooze, but that's probably not terribly likely. I'm not playing Ghost Quarter anymore because the blue splash requires more blue sources, so we have a Hallowed Fountain where my colorless land used to be. Exile your Bloodghast. I'm glad we have a second Scavenging Ooze on the board. Another Bloodghast, sure. Seems like poor sequencing. So I'm going to go ahead and move to blocks here, and I'm going to block this, and then I'm going to eat his Bridge from Below before damage. Go to 9. I think we just continue om-nomming everything. Take away his blood gas now in case he plays like a fetch land. I don't want to have to spend an extra mana doing that. I could just like play a Nahiri and exile the blood gas, but I feel like if we're conservative here, we just can't lose. So yeah, I'm just going to be conservative. The normal. What is your definition of normal? Like the normal Kiki Cord deck list is like the one I've been playing for a while now. He hit 2 Grave Trolls. Or yeah, so I'm glad I was conservative. Because he hit 2 Dredgers on that, and that could have gone really poorly for us if I hadn't left up double green. Whoa! God damn it. That better not cost us this game. I meant I should have popped his graveyard out. Wow, that's gonna cost us this. That's gonna cost us this game. God bless America. That's so frustrating. And he gets the blood gas back too now. That was a good draw. Let's play this out. I didn't zoom in his graveyard when I was clicking with the Scavenging Ooze, and this thing popped up, and I misclicked. I meant to exile both of his Dredgers in response to his draw card, and I accidentally exiled a non-Dredger with one of them. Can probably just combo. Yeah, at some point we're going to combo. I mean, at some point, this Scavenging Ooze is lethal, right? Duskwatch Recruiter flipping is okay, though. Opponent just concedes. Yeah, they're dead. I should have a Kiki Primer command. Hey, Aria, if you're here, can you add a Kiki Primer command with the link to the article on I'm blanking on the site's name, Star City Games that I wrote. Nahiri Emrakul does not seem particularly good. Voice seems medium. Duskwatch Recruiter seems bleh. Just a Grizzly Bear. I'd rather have a voice. I think I'm going to board these out. I don't mind just Nahiri for, like, removal, but, like, courting for Annihilator 6 doesn't seem great. Yeah, I'm aware the gas can't block. Eidolon's probably not great. I'm going to go ahead and submit like this. And again, we just like, we're never going to beat their nut draw, so we have to beat their, like, I guess that their draw that game, like, was like almost on the closer side to Nutty. It's just we had our turn 2 Skoos. Explosive versus zombies. Maybe. I feel like they don't go crazy with Bridge from Below too often, but that could be wrong. Someone asking about the cards, Cord, a Kiki Cord. It didn't matter what we kept. We were going to possibly lose it all anyways. Okay, then. Man, we weren't going to get there for a while. God bless our opponent pushing through all the crap on top of our deck. He did hit double Path to Exile out of our hand though, which is unfortunate. Hey, look at that. Hashtag never didn't have it. Hashtag Jeff's a lucker. Hashtag hashtags. They've got another draw spell here to pair with their dredger that they're going to bin. He's got to have answers to Scavenging Ooze post board, right? Got a Thug, sure. No, I don't think you need that combo in the deck. Gosh. And again, opponent's nut draw, just non-nut draw, just super unimpressive. Get rid of the Golgari Thug because it dredges. Ooh, that's actually very good. He gets almost all the creatures out of his bin. I guess I get to kill this with this, but ooh, that's also a good draw though. Get to block some stuff and things, not bad. Oh, you know what? I didn't update the chord list there. I should do that. Good call, team. Export, plain text. Try my best to keep those up to date. Sometimes I fail. Mostly when we change decks midstream. You don't having an Ahiri Emrakul in your deck as a second combo is much better than having some clunky other thing else in your deck as a combo, in my opinion. Faithless Looting resolves. I'm not sure why he would just burn the fetch there when he has a Bloodghast. Seems loose. Seems loose. Loosey-goosey. He's got two troops in his graveyard. I've got one troop in mine, so this could be up to a 6/6 here. The old double the Bloodghast, double the fun. Oh, this Staticaster is going to be great. The Staticaster is going to be wonderful. You about to do work, little Izette. That attack's super aggressive. Blocks. Why would you make that attack there if you were going to return these anyways? You got something that does damage to everything, maybe? Cast the flashback, sure. Is it over? Good question. Alright, nice dredger deck opponent. Meet my Scavenging Ooze. There are many like them, but this one is mine. Rawr! Pew pew! Alright, got him. Why would you fetch there? I don't understand, opponent. I'm going to let one come back since we have the Staticaster anyways. Just in case there's something else I want to hold a mana for here. Some other type of shenanigans. Golgari, Grave Troll, Hardcast. Sure. Let's get rid of one of those. You have a 2-2? 3-3? Oh, man. 3-3. Oh, then he triggered the Bloodghast too. I'm so it's a silly Billy. Opponent concedes. All right. Alrighty. Let's run another one, shall we? Very proud owners of 100% of the fun. Exactly. I mean, live by the sword, die by the sword, right? Like, play an all-in deck, get host by hate. Just happen that we happen to have the hate in our main deck. You can't feel bad. He runs a card that was banned. Have any cards in this deck ever been banned? I don't think so. No, right? Nothing on here has come off the ban list at any point. Doesn't look like it. Did you miss what? Any other matchup in the second screws in? Yeah, Scavengers comes against anything graveyard based. Jund, Snapcaster decks, anything with Tarmogoyf, decks where you want to gain life, burn. Screws is just a super flexible card in Modern. It's just in some matchups like Infect and Affinity and a few others, spell-based combo decks, Scavengers is just a Grizzly Bear. Yeah, we are towards the tail end of the stream here. And play one or two more matches depending on how long they take, and then call it a day. And I'll be back tomorrow night streaming some Pauper action, the top 4 finals of the Card Hoarder sponsored Streamer Pauper League is happening, and I am in the top 4 with 4-color Tron control. Kiki Cord's really good against mid-range decks and creature-based aggressive decks. Things where your 2-drops blocking is profitable and your removal is good and your life gain is good. Alright, we got a victim. A match. Basically exists for my Belcher streams. You're not wrong. Want a die roll. We get to keep. Turn 2 voice. Turn 4 Nahiri. Hand's medium. If opponent's on a spell-based combo deck, we're going to have a bad time. But against like a mid-range or even aggressive deck, this hand's like solidly medium. Why the new Dredge decks don't play Vengevine because they don't cast creature spells. They put creatures into play from the graveyard, which doesn't count as casting creature spells, which is what Vengevine needs in order to trigger. Sand is not great against turn 1 Urza's Mine. The Infect matchup is not unreasonable. If you survive the first 3 turns of the game, you're generally a favorite to win against Infect. Alright, so Hope shines bleak. Our opponent probably got super excited when we went turn 1 Raging Ravine. They're like, it's Jund! And then they're like, it's Kiki Cord, it's still good. I've not played against the new iterations of Bant Eldrazi, but Todd Stevens is the one that really pioneered that deck, and he said he's tested the matchup and is not good for Eldrazi. which I'm inclined to believe based on the fact that we could keep up with Eldrazi's non-nut draws previously. And the new deck is basically just like mono non-nut draws. It's just like an Ancient Stirrings to start. So we're not getting Tron until turn 4, which is good. We do have a Fulminator Mage in our main deck, but we really need to hit a creature we can cast next turn. Duplicate of Urza's Mine. Okay, maybe we're not getting Tron until turn 5 even. That would be exciting. Mila TK with the 4-month resub. Thank you for the continued support, mate. I really appreciate it. You are 109 out of 150 towards the next long stream. Do I want to chord for a bird? I almost think I want to chord for a bird here. Have you heard about the bird? I said a bird. Bird's the word. I said a bird. Although I guess I can Nahiri next turn and then probably, so that'll be 4 next turn. And then 5. Yeah, okay, fine. We'll just save. In 2 turns, we can chord for Fulminator. Hopefully that's fast enough. Because we don't have black mana in our deck any longer. We have a Static Caster in the sideboard as a blue pseudo replacement for that. Alright, so this is kind of an interesting decision here. So, do we kill the Mind Stone? That's like a real decision here, right? No, I muted. My wife came down and wanted a conversation, so I muted my microphone.
Stuff over here. Why is it empty?
What?
What was over here?
There was that picture I put in the storage room. Do we plus and bin the Emrakul and like go for Emrakul in 2 turns? I feel like I should just get rid of this Mind Stone. Yeah, I think I like killing the Mind Stone. Means we don't get Smashered next turn. Squisher next turn would be bad. We find another blue source, we can play Glenelendra. Which is nice. We can definitely chord... Oh, no, we're chording for Fulminator next turn, right? If he plays a second Tron piece. We're not chording for Fulminator if he doesn't play a second Tron piece, though. So I'm assuming this is crack map, find Tron piece, play Tron piece. Find Eldrazi Temple. Okay. So still want to Stone Rain him, I think. I'm going to chord for Fulminator before I use Nahiri and use the Emrakul. And the reason for this is I don't want to draw the Fulminator that we can't cast off Nahiri's Loot since there's only one of them. So just go ahead and kill this. I think I want to shuffle the Fulminator back into our deck, so if we draw another chord, we can play it back out again. Okay, so next turn we can go Bird plus Glen. That seems okay. We'll see what we draw for the turn and draw with Nahiri, of course. This path solidly medium because our opponent has Spellskate out. It's a little unfortunate. Urza's Tower, sure. So I don't think Eldrazi Tron usually plays a bunch of Karns and stuff, but I could be wrong on that, so I'm not 100%. Okay, we redrew the Fulminator like I said we could. I think I'm going to bin the path. Because the bird lets us cast Fulminator next turn if we miss here twice. Alright, yeah, so we go dupe. Dupe. Pass the turn. He could go Tron Piece Uganos, which would be bad. But he didn't have Tron last turn. And if he has like Sylvan Scrying for the last Tron piece here, he won't have enough mana for Ugin. He could Karn. Chromatic Sphere, sure. So we could get Smushered this turn. He's got 1 floating, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, you complete the full trigger. Oh, we're being... It's not... it's annoying. I'm going to take away our Took our Fulminator. That being said, taking away, I guess it'll depend on, we're pretty good either way here, right? Because like all of his cards we're really afraid of are spells, so Glenelender can stop those, and then Fulminator takes him off of having Tron again next turn, so. And he like has to interact with this Nahiri or he's going to get Emrakul next turn. Yeah, so bin this land. Draw another land. And if we get fire spotted last turn, that's not him killing us, so I think that's fine. Maybe I was supposed to leave one more of these up in the event of Smusher this turn. Oh, I guess I can just go block, and then jump. Yeah, I'm casting the Glen off the Hierarch. That's the plan. Oh, maybe I should have left. Oh, this can get Hallowed Fountain, so I have double blue, technically. That's fine. My kids are giving my poor wife the runaround upstairs. I think it's going to be our last match of the night. We're almost at the 4-hour mark. Why tap bird in case he kills the birds? That was the logic. Might have wanted it as an extra Eldrazi shaped speed bump though. Opponent concedes because he knows he's getting Emrakul. Alright, this matchup is interesting. We definitely don't always board like normal Tron. I think it looks like he's got Mind Stones and maps and stuff, so Stony Silence seems fine. Fulminator's still probably good. Regular Kiki Chord. They're all regular Kiki Chord. They're all the deck that I've been working on. I'm leaning towards playing blue right now. Like I gave the blue deck to Andrazi and he went 6-2 with it cold. Like the blue seems more powerful. So we need to cut 4 cards here. Duskwatch Recruiter and Scavenging Ooze don't seem great. I guess he might have Kozilek's Returns in his deck, but that would be the only time I'd want Scavenging Ooze. Spellskite doesn't seem particularly great. Forge Tender, it'll depend. I don't want to board this in blind because if he's on Kozilek's Return, it doesn't really do anything. Oh, we're going into game 2 now. Correct. That's what the little thing right next to my picture there says sideboarding for game 2. Got it on the screen and everything. Yes, all of the links are below the stream. That deck list has all of the links in it, as always. This exact precise 76 card deck that we were playing now. Do my best to keep it updated. What's one cut? I got a Quarter Calling. They're kind of clunky. I don't think I want to cut Quaslite Pride Mage. Voice is great because the big token's good at blocking. I'm going to cut one Stony Silence. I don't know if they don't play Oblivion Stone, Stony Silence isn't that good. No, Path is very good because he's on Thought Knot Seers and probably Smashers. If this was a green source, I'd probably keep this because I'm greedy, but it's not a green source, so we'll mulligan. This hand is a solid medium. Am I supposed to keep it? Yeah, I'd probably keep it 6. Unified Will sounds great. We got to exile a Grafdigger's Cage with the Nahiri at one point because of Deceiver Exarch. Sweet. I just naturally drew the Exarch and got to tap the cage. It's wonderful. This is probably a tough matchup on the draw when our opponent has a good start, just like regular Tron. Yeah, just turn 3 Tron, sure. Why not? Right on time, Birds of Paradise. Right on time. Unified Will unfortunately doesn't work if we have no creatures. There's definitely an argument that these Unified Wills could be negates. Maybe he doesn't have action in his hand, or his action's more expensive? One Ral Zarek for tapping fun. That's hilarious. What you got, opponent? Just more eggs? All the eggs? It's just actually just all the eggs. Okay. Well, the good news is we get Unified Will to hold up next turn. That's the good news. In the following turn, we might not actually be dead this game. That's exciting. We get to shock, play bird, hold Unified Will. And then the following turn, oh, I guess he could World Breaker us. I mean, I guess this technically counters a World Breaker. It's not exciting, though. So we don't want to get World Breaker or Ulamogged. Both of those are scary, but if he has just, like, Eldrazi threats or, like, Karn or O-Stone or Ugin, we're actually in an okay spot here because we get to Counterspell and then snap Counterspell the following turn. If he has Ulamog or World Breaker, obviously we're still going to Unified Will it, but we're just not going to be in a good spot afterwards. Yeah, it's just Big Daddy. Kill 2 of my lands. God, Stone Rains suck. Why is Stone Rain legal? It's so annoying. Double Stone Rain. It's like hope he has Stone Nothing left over. That's how we win. This Eldrazi Tron deck seems so awkward. Tron is the real Ponza deck. Yeah, it's the playable Ponza deck. Like, it's got all the Stone Rains in it. I mean, it's the low price of 10 mana, but like he double Stone Rained me for, 4 lands. The 47 cents was bothering you way too much. Well, thank you. Thank you for the small donation to make it nice and even. I do appreciate it. I mean, hey, you shouldn't play around things you can't beat. And if them having anything is something you can't beat, you don't play around it. I'm going to trim a Court of Calling. Yeah, I'm going to trim a Court of Calling and bring in the extra Stony Silence on the play. The old go into the tank, come out with second Ulamog. Yep. Good game 3 on the play here. We know what we're playing against. I hate this stupid countdown. I don't know why they added that. It's really annoying. Just like adds 9 seconds to my life every match I play. Yeah, Stony Silence turn 2 on the play is great. Stony Silence turn 2 on the draw is often slow. Turn 2 on the play is wonderful though. Hopefully he doesn't just like naturally have all the things and this will actually do something, but this card is either a 2 or a 10. It's either going to do Stone Nothing or it's going to win the game. Those are the 2 modes. Donated $1.63 because he's an asshole. Yep. Look, if you want to be an asshole and give all of your money to me, I will not complain, you know? Hey, look at that. We already took care of an expedition map here. Moto equal eternal life. Yep. Exactly. Yeah, another thing. Watch him just like natural Tron us. I'm sure we're just getting natural Tron. Like that's just how this works, right? Just like 0% he doesn't just like go Tron, Karn, exile your Stony Silence. Oh, God bless him. God bless him not having it all. I guess I should play this and then play the Wall of Omen, so if we draw Unified Well, we can cast it. I'm not going to fix that number again. Well, you tried A for effort, right? Look at that. 2 or a 10. Looking like at the 10 side of the field here today. Need some red mana to get this Kiki voice going. Be good to go. Maybe I should path. Yeah, I'm gonna path my Wall of Roots here and get a basic mountain. Because Kiki voice is gonna end the game pretty quickly. Yeah, perfect. Get another. Get extra green source here. I love when you play well and get rewarded for playing well. Alright, gotta dodge Tron for a couple more turns here. Oh, that could kill my Stony Silence. He's got Nature's Claim in his deck. Mility K donated $1.38 because math is hard. Why not path the Wall of Omens? Because Kiki Wall of Omens draws us cards. There's a non-zero chance I want to do that at some point. Eldrazi Temple, sure. So he's got 5, 6, 7, 8. So he's just like an Eldrazi Temple away from... Alright, so what do we do here? So this is... If I Kiki this elemental, I have 2 5/5s. And then, so that's 10, 12 power. And then each of these add 2 power to the table, so my opponent is dead. Oh. Oh, and I have... And the Deceiver XR combos with Kiki Jiki, because I've never played this deck before. Oh, magic. Sorry, I'm not used to this card being in the deck. I think that's like the second time I've ever Exarched Kiki. Like that's too funny. GG's opponent. We won even without an infinite combo here. For those wondering, the math I was doing was Kiki the voice token and then play my 2 creatures, and then the voice plus the 2 tokens was lethal with 16 for 16 points of damage. But it turns out that Deceiver Exarch and Kiki Jiki, they're a combo. Combo. All right, folks, that's going to be it for me for today. Thank you, everyone, very much for hanging out. We 3-2'd 2 leagues with the Sweet Scapeshift deck. We're 3-0 with this updated configuration of Kiki Cord, which feels... This might be the best version I've ever played. That's probably just true. This is just the best version I've ever played. I'm going to keep working on this. Very real chance that I just play this in Dallas. I'll be back tomorrow night with the finals of the Pauper League. I'm going to be playing the 4-color Tron deck there, so